There was a girl gamer, and she was playing Counter-Strike with the main character. Then they managed to barely win the game. She was stressed from the recent match, so she decided to take a break and talk with the main character. By the way, the main character was using a cat profile, because that kind of profile can riz ladies. Anyways, the main character asked about her dating life with her boyfriend. Then she told the main character that they broke up. She asked the same question to the main character, and the main character also broke up with his girlfriend. So, both of them were single. Then they decided to reveal the reasons of breaking up, and surprisingly their reason was the same. They did not enjoy the clapping life with their partners. She felt gloomy, and her self-esteem was lowered, because she thinks that she was not attractive, since her ex-boyfriend always goes home after hanging out. Then she got mood swings, and she was confident with her Coca-Cola body. However, the main character was not sure with her claims, because he haven't seen her. So, she took a picture of her front yard melons, and sent it to the main character. Then she gave the main character the permission to use her photo as his motivational material. The main character approved that she got the Coca-Cola body, and she was happy hearing his feedback. Suddenly, she felt that she wanted to do some cultural activities. Then she predicted that the main character was having a raging legendary sword right now. So, she turned on the video call feature, and she was flexing her assets in front of the camera. Then she was handling with care the melons growing in her front yard garden. The main character told her not to start without him, so he also turned on his camera to show his legendary weapon. She used a fake plastic rod to drill her underground sanctuary, and the main character was doing a single-handed gameplay exercise. Then her cultural instinct was activated, and she was using the power of imagination to visualize the main character doing the clapping exercise with her. She likes having a viewer, and the main character was lucky, because her ex-boyfriend had never seen this side of her. Suddenly, she uses her solo gaming equipment to give herself the ultra-fast rod of destruction. Then she became a water dispenser, and the main character became a milkshake dispenser. She was tired after that wholesome video call session. Then they decided to end their call. Suddenly, she was hit with a certain realization, so she texted the main character that she doesn't do cultured stuff with just anyone. Then the open-minded main character accepted her words. After that day, she started sending more motivational pictures to the main character, and the main character was a grateful man of culture. She was still not satisfied with online transactions, and she wanted some real-life action. Then she texted the main character for a meetup, and the main character agreed to meet up with her this weekend. So, she can now achieve the clapping rituals. In the next scenario, it was now the fated day of their meetup. Then the main character arrived at their meetup point, and he introduced himself. She was amazed to see the real-life version of her online friend, and they easily get along after meeting up for the first time. The main character complimented her clothes, and she explained to the main character that her outfit was designed to be easily taken off. Then she grabbed the main character's arm, and she was pulling him towards a nearby clapping hotel. They did not go on a typical date, and they started going to the main event right away. She was very excited spending some quality time with the main character, and then they entered their room. She asked the main character if he was ready to battle, and the main character said yes. Therefore, she told the main character that he can do anything he wanted. Then she was unboxing his lower equipment, and she unleashed the raging legendary sword. She was enjoying the unholy aroma of the premium meat. Then she felt sorry for being weird. However, the main character was just fine with her behavior, and he let her do the gulp gulp 3000 as much as she wanted. Her skills was level 1000, and it was bringing the main character on cloud 9. Then he feed her with his naturally made milkshake. After that, it was now her turn to cultivate her underground cave. Then she aggressively rides on the Iron Pegasus with safety rubber helmet. She was craving for clapping exercise for a long time, and it was now a dream come true. Then she was amazed with the main character's legendary weapon, because it was much better than her fake plastic equipment. Eventually, she reached her peak of success, and the main character created his ultimate explosion at the same time. She was able to collect a bag full of milkshake, and she was teasing the main character, because she was able to make him donate a massive amount. After that, it was now the time for another set of bonding moments. However, the main character's weapon was still recharging its power. So, she decided that she will use a device for female solo gamers. She was not able to use this item with her ex-boyfriend before, so she decided to try it with the main character. Then the main character activated the shaking device, and he let her experience the intensity 10 earthquake. Therefore, she was able to reach her finish line in a very short period of time. That event have made the main character regain his former standing glory. He was equipped with the safety elastic equipment, and he gave her the clapping ritual. In addition, he combo his attack with the shaking device. Then she was spraying the unholy water. It was a challenging situation for the main character, but he managed to control himself from creating the Big Bang explosion. So, they can continue their bonding moments. Then she covered her face with the blanket, because she was roleplaying as a silicone dungeon, and she was inviting the main character to treat her like an object. The main character got his neuron activation with that kind of roleplay. So, he started the clapping exercise with her. Then he was also using the Rod of Destruction mode, and it was making her create a high-pitched vocal expressions. The main character becomes addicted to visiting her sacred sanctuary, and it was making him pound the mochi cakes. Then the two characters reach the maximum point at the same time. She was amazed with that crazy experience, but it took too much of their energy. So, both of them were now hungry. The clapping hotel also offers some fine quality meals, and they ordered their food. Then they enjoyed their meal, and they started to Netflix and chill. Suddenly, she was pulling a mystery item from her bag, and it was a red collar. She wanted the main character to put it on her. Then the main character realized that he feels like he was her owner. So, it made his heart go doki doki. The main character finished installing the collar, and she was now his canine best friend. Anyways, the preparation was done, but the main character haven't wear his safety equipment. She told him that it was out of stock, so, she will just rely on the plot armor for her own safety. Then she was now bouncing up and down. She was dominating the main character with her high ground advantage, and the main character don't want to be defeated. Then he reversed the situation, and he will now train her using the legendary sword. His method of training was very effective, because she easily reached the climax of her story. The main character continued on letting her experience the Rod of Destruction, and she became a human water gun. The main character unlocked the power of the unlimited stamina, and he was doing the clapping activities in her backyard garden. Then she asked the main character for a face-to-face battle. She was showing her cultured face to the main character, and he accepted that she was a woman of culture. Eventually, the main character deposited his 100% fresh and creamy milkshake, and she was amazed with the overflowing donations. After that, the two characters got their energy completely depleted. So, they decided to sleep in the hotel. The next day, they left the hotel and walked together. Then she thanked the main character for accepting her selfish request. The main character told her that he wanted that to happen, because he likes her in a romantic way. The main character discovered that she got a boyfriend, so he got himself a girlfriend to move on. However, they were now both single. She asked the main character if he was fine with a woman of culture. Therefore, he told her that he likes everything about her. Then the main character asked for her proper response to his confession, and she accepted his feelings. She was showing a shy girl facial expression, so the main character was giggling, because it was opposite from her aggressive behavior yesterday. Anyways, the newly created couple performed the most shameless activity, and it was called the holding hands, that can make the single people jealous. That's the end of this wholesome cultural anime recap. Moral lesson of the story: playing Counter-Strike might get you a girlfriend. Anyways, here is your vanilla sauce, and make sure that it is limited to the culturally matured people only, and thank you for watching.